Now, President Alassane Ouattara's new government is recruiting more security forces to improve conditions in Abidjan. As VOA West Africa correspondent Scott Stearns reports, life is slowly returning to normal in the country's largest city.
In the fight to bring President Ouattara to power after he won November's election, groups of young men rose up in pro-Ouattara neighborhoods of Abidjan to confront former President Gbagbo's army. Now, some of those Ouattara militiamen are getting the chance to join the new Ouattara government as soldiers and policemen. Yaya Cisse is a trainer for the new Republican forces of Ivory Coast.
They are still civilians. We are going to train them and they will become real soldiers. Those who want to become policemen will continue. The ones that want to quit, we will let them go.
Replenishing Ivory Coast security services is a big part of restoring order in the commercial capital, where President Ouattara wants to quickly resume cocoa exports, reopen banks, and restart the refinery to get the country's economy moving again. Ouattara forces work alongside United Nations peacekeepers and members of the French force here, who played a crucial role in bringing down Mr. Gbagbo by sending attack helicopters to bomb the presidential compound, where he was holding out in an underground bunker. While it was Ouattara fighters who arrested the former president, they would not have gotten into the compound Monday if not for UN and French forces destroying Mr. Gbagbo's heavy weapons. The French government says its military mission here is now complete, and members of the Licorne force will gradually be withdrawn as security improves. Already, some French nationals are returning to Abidjan, where shops are reopening and produce from the interior is once again reaching market now that roads are cleared of combat. Water and electricity service has been restored to most neighborhoods. Fuel is readily available. It's part of a push by the Ouattara government to restore Ivory Coast's economic standing and convince Gbagbo supporters that the country's new leaders are serious about reconciliation and rule of law.
There can be no reconciliation without justice, and reconciliation is not effective if there is no forgiveness.
President Ouattara says law and order begins with security, and that may still take some time.
We're still in a delicate situation. We still need to secure the country, especially Abidjan. These steps are essential and will take a few months still.
President Ouattara comes to power with a reservoir of goodwill after waiting patiently for months while mediators tried to convince Mr. Gbagbo to give up power peacefully. He'll need that goodwill and more to revive the economy. The European Union and France are already promising $840 million in emergency spending to restore essential public services and meet outstanding payments. Scott Stearns, VOA News, Abidjan.